Good morning, children. Today we are going to see about the remaining part of the lesson. Early revolts against British rule in Tamil Nadu. Rebellion of Veerapandiya Kattabomman, the year of 1790 to 1799. Veerapandiya Kattabomman became the Palekarar of Panjalanguruchi at the age of 30 on the death of his father Jagaveera Pandiya Kattabomman. The company's administrators, James London and Colonel Jackson, had considered him a man of peaceful disposition. However, soon several events led to conflicts between Veerapandiya Kattabomman and the East India Company. The Nawab, under the provisions of the treaty signed in the year of 1781, had assigned the revenue of the Carnatic to the company to be entirely under their management and control during the war with Mysore Sultan. 1/6 of the revenue was to be allowed to meet the expenses of Nawab and his family. The company had thus gained the right to collect taxes from Panjalanguruchi. The company appointed its collectors to collect taxes from all the palayams. The collectors and the Palayakaras and adapted force to collect the taxes. This was a bone of connection between the English and Kattabomman. The land revenue arrear from Kattabomman was 3,310 pagodas in 1798. Collector Jackson, an arrogant English officer, wanted to send an army to collect the revenue dues, but the Madras government did not give him permission. On 18th August 1798, he ordered Kattabomman to meet him in Ramanathapuram, but Kattabomman's attempts to meet him in between proved futile. Jackson refused to give him audience both in Kutralam and Srivilliputturu. At last, an interview was granted and Kattabomman met Jackson in Ramanathapuram on 19 September 1798. It is said that Kattabomman had to stand for 3 hours before the active collector Jackson. Sensing danger, Kattabomman tried to escape along with his minister Sivasubramanya. Omathurai suddenly entered the fort of his men and helped the escape of Kattabomman. At the gate of the Ramanathapuram fort, there was a clash in which some people, including Lieutenant Clerk, were killed. Sivasubramanya was taken prisoner. Appearance before Madras Council. On his return to Panjalanguruchi, Kattabomman represented to the Madras Council about how he was ill-treated by the collector Jackson. The council asked Kattabomman to appear before a committee with William Brown, William Arnhem, and John Casamajor as members. Meanwhile, Governor Edward Clive ordered the release of Sivasubramanya and the suspension of the collector Jackson. Kattabomman appeared before the committee that sat on 15th December 1798 and reported on what transpired in Ramanathapuram. The committee found Kattabomman was not guilty. Jackson was dismissed from service and a new collector, S.R. Langston, appointed. Kattabomman cleared almost all the revenue arrears, leaving only a balance of 1,080 pagodas. In the meantime, Marudhu Pandiyar of Sivagangai formed the South Indian Confederacy of rebels against the British, with the neighbouring Palayakaras like Gopala Nayak of Dindikkal and Marudhu Pandiyar acted as its leader. Tiruchirappalli proclamation had been mad. Kattabomman was interested in his confederacy. Collector Langston prevented Kattabomman from meeting the Marudhu brothers. But Marudhu brothers and Kattabomman jointly decided on a confrontation with the English. Kattabomman tried to influence Sivagiri Palayakaras, who refused to join. Kattabomman advanced towards Sivagiri, but the Palayakaras of Sivagiri was a tributary to the company. So the company considered the expectation of Kattabomman as a challenge to their authority. The company ordered the army to march and to Tirunelveli. In May 1799, Lord Wellesley issued orders from Madras for the advance of forces from Tiruchirappalli, Tanjavur and Madurai to Tirunelveli. Major Bannerman commanded the troops. The Travancore troops to join the British on 1st September 1799. An ultimatum was served on Kattabomman to surrender. Kattabomman's evasive reply prompted Bannerman to attack his fort. Bannerman moved his entire army to Panjalanguruchi on 5th September. They cut off all the communications to the fort. Bannerman deputed Ramalinganar to convey a message asking Kattabomman to surrender. Kattabomman refused. Ramalinganar gathered all the secrets of the fort, and on the basis of report, Bannerman decided the strategy of the operation. In a clash at Kolarpatti, Sivasubramanyar was taken as a prisoner. Kattabomman escaped to Pudukkottai. The British put a price on his head. Betrayed by the Rajas of Ettayapuram and Pudukkottai, Kattabomman was finally captured. Sivasubramanyar was executed at Nagalapuram on the 13th September. Bannerman made a mockery of a trial for Kattabomman in front of the Palekaras on 16th October. During the trial, Kattabomman bravely admitted all the charges levelled against him. Kattabomman was hanged from a tamarind tree in the old fort of Kayathar, close to Tirunelveli, in front of the fellow Palekaras. Thus ended the life of the celebrated Palekaras of Panjalanguruchi. Many folk ballads on Kattabomman helped keep his memory alive among the people. The next side heading is the Marudu brothers. Periya Marudu or Vella Marudu and his younger brother Chinna Marudu were able generals of Muthu Vadugar of Sivagangai. After Muthu Vadugar's death in the Kalayar Kovil battle, Marudu brothers assisted in restoring the throne to Velu Nachiyar. In the last years of 18th century, Marudu brothers organized resistance against the British. After the death of Kattabomman, they worked along with his brother Oomathurai. They plundered the granaries of the Nawab and caused damage and destruction to company troops. Rebellion of Marudu brothers in the year of 1800 to 801. Despite the suppression of Kattabomman's revolt in 1799, the rebellion broke out again in 1800. In the British records, it is referred to as the Second Palekarar War. It is directed by the confederacy consisting of Marudu Pandya of Sivagangai, Gopala Nayak of Dindigul, Kerala Varma of Malabar, and Krishnappa Nayak of Mysore. In April 1800, they meet Virupachi and decided to organize an uprising against the company. The uprising, which broke out in Coimbatore in June 1800, soon spread to Ramanathapuram and Madurai. The company got wind of it and declared war on Krishnappa Nayak of Mysore, Kerala Varma of Malabar, and others. The Palekaras of Coimbatore, Satyamangalam, and Tarapuram were caught and hanged. In February 1801, two brothers of Kattabomman, Oomathurai and Savataya, escaped from the Palayangotai prison to Kamudi, from where Chinna Marudu took them to Siruvayal, his capital. The fort at Panjalanguruchi was reconstructed in record time. The British troops under Colonel Macaulay retook in fort in April, and the Marudu brothers sought shelter in Sivagangai. The English demanded that Marudu Pandyas hanged over Oomathurai and Savataya. but they refused. Colonial Agnew and Colonial Innes marched and Sivagangai. In June 1801, Marudhu Pandiyas issued a proclamation of independence which was called Tiruchirappalli Proclamation. Proclamation of 1801. The Proclamation of 1801 was an early call to the Indians to unite against the British, cutting across region, caste, creed, and religion. The proclamation was pasted on the walls of Nawab's Place in Tiruchirappalli Fort and on the walls of Srirangam Temple. Many Palekaras of Tamil country rallied together to fight against the English. Chinnamarudhu collected nearly 20,000 men to challenge the English army. British reinforcements were rushed from Bengal, Ceylon and Malaya. The Rajas of Pudukottai, Ettayapuram and Tanjavur stood by the British. Divide and rule policy followed by the English split the forces of Palekara's zone. Fall of Sivagangai. In May 1801, the English attacked the rebels in Tanjavur and Tiruchirappalli. The rebels went to Piranmalai and Kalayar Kovil. They were again defeated by the forces of the English. In the end of the superior military strength and able commanders of the English company prevailed. The rebellion failed and Sivagangai was annexed in 1801. The Marudhu brothers were executed in the fort of Tirupattur near Ramanathapuram on 24th October 1801. Umathurai and Savathaiya were captured and beheaded at Panchalanguruchi on 16th November 1801. 73 rebels were exiled to Penang in Malaya, though the Palekaras fell into the English. Their exploits and sacrifice inspired later generation. Thus the rebellion of Marudhu brothers, which is called South Indian Rebellion, it is a landmark event in the history of Tamil Nadu. Carnatic Treaty, the year of 1801. The suppression of the Palekaras, rebellions of 1799 and 800 and 1801 resulted in the liquidation of all the local chieftains of Tamil Nadu. Under the terms of the Carnatic Treaty of 31 July 1801, the British assumed direct control over Tamilagam and the Palekara system came to an end with the demolition of all forts and disbandment of their army.